All right, for our little extra question, Sharna, what I really love to give our audience is some actionable tool to when we enter into the Milonga, or we enter into the community. How how do I discover the value that I have to bring to make it more enjoyable, the experience of being in a social environment?
Great question. I think we have so much power to do that. And I actually think it starts before we get to the Milonga. Um, I would encourage you to just spend a few minutes, right? Not long. Um, just really sitting with yourself and deciding, like, what kind of experience would you like to have, tonight, or at this class, or at this Milonga? Um, what kind of experience would you like to have as you interact with people, right? So often I'll make a decision that I want to feel comfortable, I want to feel free, I want to feel relaxed, maybe I want to feel creative as I interact with people, maybe I want to feel curious. This would be totally personal. So whatever you're wanting from your tango experience, just kind of choose that before you get there and bring it into your body already. Take a few deep breaths and just remember the last time you felt comfortable, creative, curious, adventurous, whatever it is that you've chosen, and call up that memory and get a sense of how it feels to you in your body, right? Your personal body. And then this intention, it's actually a really strong thing. It's not just a fluffy, trick, right? You do when you feel that in your body and make a commitment to it. When you get to the Milonga, you're going to already start seeing things that are a closer match to that. And you can remind yourself of that throughout the evening, as you encounter someone, maybe that starts to make you uncomfortable, right? You can remind yourself, well, I said I wanted to feel comfortable. So what can I do that's going to make me comfortable right now? Maybe that's leaving the conversation, right? Maybe that's relaxing your shoulders, right? Maybe that's verbalizing something else to that person. So just having chosen that desire, I want to feel creative. Maybe something happens in the Milonga and music comes on you don't like, but you remember that you wanted to feel creative. And so, you start asking yourself, okay, what could I do with this music that is going to make me feel creative, even though maybe it's not my favorite, right? So maybe I tune in to a different instrument that I don't usually listen to. Or maybe I just completely focus on the physical sensation of my partner connection or the floor connection, right? And I make my dance about that. So I'm kind of setting myself up, leading myself in a sense with this guideline, this commitment. And then I'm going to follow that, right, later throughout the evening as I'm brought different experiences with people and places and sensations.
Excellent. And as you're speaking to this, I feel like in order to say something, in order to, if something's bothering me, right, I have to feel that I'm valuable enough to say something about that.
Absolutely.
Could you speak to that just very briefly, briefly or not briefly, please?
Yeah, I think that question about value comes up a lot both in the tango community and outside, but maybe within tango it's like it's a sensitive point, because it's so intimate and so personal what we're doing with our bodies and our selves, that, to greater or lesser extent, the environment itself might cause us to doubt, our value or right to be there. And I think despite that challenge, right, the process of learning and articulating, these roles, which are, complementary, can help us get back to a sense of intrinsic value, right? So even though I don't know every step in the book, right? So I'm a leader and I think, or I don't know all the steps yet, right? That could make me feel like not valuable or not good enough. But if I remember, well, my job as a leader really is just to create a safe space, right? And manage the dance floor, right? And compose the material I do know. That's really my job if I'm getting at the essence of it, and that I can do, that I can contribute. And I think that, you know, that can get us more firmly in that place of intrinsic value and what I can offer. Because those things scale, right? Those things are not dependent on having perfect technique or knowing everything. You know, on the follower side also, you know, there's a tendency, I think, to go into like perfectionism, like, oh, I have to do everything exactly as I'm led and be totally obedient. And that's another, you know, exaggeration. Really what I need to do when I'm following is be present, you know, just kind of feel my feet on the ground, support my partner, right, in a very consistent way, and move in a way that's comfortable and expressive to me. Right? And I can do that at any level, right, beginner through advanced. So getting really clear on what those jobs are, you know, has made me feel like no matter who I dance with or, you know, how my level even, I do have these fundamental things I can offer, which are very valuable and helpful to others, right? When I do those things, my partner feels stronger, feels more whole and more connected, and they have a good time. And those things, obviously, you could take out off the dance floor as well, but you know, leave that for homework.
Excellent. Homework, I like it. Well, we have some great homework and some great things to work on, both to enjoy our tango life even more fully and hopefully rest some of our worries, as well as start to develop some more tools and skills in our daily life. So I really appreciate you taking the time today, Sharna.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much, Judah.